I have never met somebody who loves me so much, who just would do anything to um to be with me, right? I'm the happiest I've ever been with him for the 6 years I've known him, and 6 years
Mhm.
we've been, you know, been in each other's lives. I have never seen this version of Andrew, and I'm very, very proud and very inspired to also be a better version of myself as well.
Definitely. I mean, what would you say is the biggest change in him that you noticed in, like, your 5, 6 month break when you guys were kind of just working on yourselves?
Right now, his temper is, I mean, I'm so impressed. Of course, we still get into disagreements or something, once in a while, but, he's so calm, and the way he communicate is more clear now, instead of, learning to communicate your feelings in a very mature and way. There's times that, he's calming me down. He's like, okay, let's take a step back. Let's make sure our voice is, our tone and our voice is at the right level. So for sure that.
Yeah, I mean, so was it difficult? Like, because obviously you said Paris was shot back in 2018, so a while ago. So was it hard for you guys to rewatch this and rehash those moments in your relationship, or does it seem like a lifetime ago at this point?
It was definitely very difficult to watch, just because, sometimes you get caught up on now, like the present day, you forget about the past. But for me, looking back, I'm like, oh my goodness, we came so far. It should be it's a great reflection of how our relationship has evolved and grew. So I'm just very proud.
Yeah, I mean, what is it about this relationship that made you both want to fight so hard for it?
I have never met somebody who loves me so much, who just would do anything to um to be with me, right? And
Yeah.
it's not just saying it, it's his action, his action showing, and in the work he put in. So for that, I really respect that. And also another thing with Andrew that I've mentioned on the show, he's just himself from day
Mhm.
one. He's very honest. He's very he's an open book in
Yeah.
a sense, where if he's feeling a certain way, he will express it,
Mhm.
which is very new for me. I growing up in the Asian culture, as well as the men I've dated before, sometimes when we feel certain feelings, we don't talk about it. We
Mhm.
kind of just suppress it and we hold it. But then in the long term, that builds resentment, that builds disconnection, that builds just not knowing each other.
Mhm.
So I'm really appreciative that Andrew is more open, and he's definitely helped me to be more vulnerable, and
That's good.
to how also to express my feelings more.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like you guys have definitely put in the work and it's paying off, which is great. I mean, do you want to get married again? Is that something that you want in your future?
Andrew's very traditional. So he believed in the whole marriage thing and the kids thing. I want to be a mother, but for me personally, and that doesn't, for me personally, I think it's a piece of paper.
Mhm.
So if I'm not opposed to it, if that's in our books, and then we will.
Have you been dealing with, I don't know if you have you gotten any, online trolls or anything like that? I'm sure that's like a whole different world. I mean, how have you been dealing with that, and do you pay attention to it at all?
I really try to spin things positively, and also a lot of time when people are, I feel so bad. I really do. It hurts me so much.
Mhm.
Most of the message I'm getting that's negative, it's because, the scene with Andrew, and the relationship, that little dynamic that people see on television,
Right.
that part of it reminds them of a ex-boyfriend, ex-husband. And I've also had messages from people that people's, still married into this type of relationship, for 20, 30 years. They have kids together and they don't know how to get out.
Yeah.
So for me, like, it just hurts me so much to see there's so many people in pain. I've been through, a little bit. I mean, I can't say like mine probably wasn't as extensive or as crazy it was as other people's, but just seeing a lot of these messages, and the hate messages, again, they're triggered because it reminds them of the
Mhm.
past, it reminds them of the present. So yeah, I just really pray for everybody's healing.
Definitely. Has that been hard for Andrew too? Because I'm sure a lot of people have been reaching out to him as well after, seeing some certain scenes.
Yeah, Andrew's definitely getting a lot of hate on social media.
Mhm.
He's taking a little break right now on social media. Like with all of us, we get some hate, but we also, majority we get love and support. With him
Yeah.
is majority, I think, negative. So he's taking a little break, but also, he's handling it really well. He's a strong person, and for him, I think it just motivates him to spread his message, and that healing is necessary. Therapy works, and people need to spend the time and really just heal themselves, because a lot of time these traumas were not their fault. A lot of traumas come from childhood and it's passed on from generations to generations. So yeah, he's taking okay.